just get comfortable in your seat. You can scooch a little bit forward so that you're finding the support in your body instead of the back of the chair. Feel your feet on the floor, your sitting bones on the chair. Your spine is tall, your shoulders are relaxed. And you can unhinge your jaw a little bit just by letting your lips part slightly and your tongue relax. And we'll start with 3 breaths together. So let the air smoothly come in through the nose. And then whenever you're ready, you can let the air out through the nose or mouth. In through the nose. Out through the nose or mouth. And just one more time on your own. Good. And we're going to start just by wiggling our toes a little bit. So we're going to go through all the joints, all the movable parts in our body. Wiggle your toes a little bit. And at the same time, you can start to wiggle your fingers, kind of like, creepy spider fingers. You can also imagine you're like playing the piano. So Ed, you can serenade us without actually making music. Play the piano, wiggle your toes, wiggle your fingers. Other things that you can do with your fingers and toes are make toe fists and finger fists, and then spread wide. So you're doing this with your toes and fingers. And just breathe as you do this. Notice whatever's coming up in your body as you start moving your smallest joints. Sometimes you feel a little stiffness, tightness, crampiness, and just kind of wiggle it all out. Wiggle it all out. Okay, and then we're going to make fists with our hands. You're going to take your thumbs on the inside and then fingers wrap around the thumbs. You're going to circle out your wrists. You can let your toes relax now. So reach your arms out and circle out your wrists. You may feel your forearm muscles really activate with our hands in these kinds of fists, and go in the other direction. And just take a few breaths as you move, and you'll notice that muscles really work a lot, right, when you move your joints. Okay, and then you can open up your hands, palms up, and you're going to curl in. So you can bring your fingertips to your shoulders. So now we're getting into the elbow joints, and uncurl, and curl in and uncurl. So there's a lot of stability going on in your body right now so that we can just move our elbow joints. Open and close, open and close. Again, notice the muscle activation around the elbows as you do this. You'll probably feel some stability muscles working around the shoulders too. 3, 2, 1. Fingertips to your shoulders. You're going to stir your elbows nice and big. Stir your elbows really big. So now we're getting into the shoulder joints. And again, just keep on checking in with your breath as you roll out your shoulders. Not all of our joints can roll, right? This is one of the joints that can roll, a ball and socket joint. And go in the other direction. Joints like our wrists and our ankles and elbows, those are hinge joints. They have less movement. Keep going for 3, 2, and 1, and let your arms rest. Just shake it out a little bit. Shake out the arms, maybe shimmy out the shoulders. Take your left leg, cross it over your right. So not a figure 4 today, just a leg cross. You're going to roll out your ankle, roll out your left ankle. And imagine you're drawing a circle with your toes. Again, just sit up tall, take a few breaths, go in the other direction. Okay, and then we're going to extend and bend our knees. So kick and bend, kick and bend. I think of this if you used to watch Married with Children, the Peggy Bundy. She would always sit with her legs crossed and kick. She was getting a lot of good knee joint work. So we're just going to kick for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. You can just let your leg relax there. Still keep it crossed. Find some rotation of the spine while we're here. So you're just going to rotate pelvis, spine, shoulders, and head. And you can connect your arm to the outer thigh and hold onto the chair. Look all the way over your left shoulder. Look all the way over your right shoulder. And then slowly unravel, uncross your legs, a little shake out. Go to the other side. So cross your right leg over your left and circle out that ankle joint. So there's 2 joints here that we're working with, the ankle joint and the subtalar joint. Right? And so by doing these circles, we get into both of them. And we breathe as we go in the other direction. Again, check in with your body, sit up tall, keep your shoulders relaxed, your jaw relaxed for 3, 2, 1, and then Peggy Bundy. We kick, so we straighten the leg and bend it. It's nice because you have the support of the leg, so your muscles can actually relax a bit. Your thigh muscles and hip muscles don't have to do as much work here because they're supported by the left leg for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let the leg just relax, keep it crossed, and we begin the rotation to the right. You can take your left arm to the outside of the right thigh, hold on to the chair with your other hand. Use that connection to support you in the twist. You don't need to push yourself deeper, but just support yourself. Look over the right shoulder. Look over the left shoulder. And slowly unravel and uncross your legs. You can shake it out a little bit. Let's get into the spinal joints a bit. So you're going to take your hands to your knees and let your whole spine round. So we're tucking our pelvis, flexing the whole spine, chin tucks, and then lift your arms up as you rock to the front of the sitting bones. Your sternum will lift and then round again. I'll turn to my side. Sometimes it's nice to have that visual. Right, you get the pelvis rocking 2, tuck and tilt. And tuck, arms down and tilt, chest up. One more time, tuck and tilt to extend the spine. Bring your arms down. We're gonna go back inside that peanut butter jar that we did, I think it was on Thursday. So you imagine you're inside of a peanut butter jar, or maybe like almond butter better, almond butter better, and you're trying to clean all the little bits of that nut butter with your torso. So there's a little bit of flexion, extension, rib sliding, your head can move. So it's a bit freestyle, right? There's no, doesn't have to be any kind of rhythm, right? So you can be a bit more like spontaneous. Maybe your arms get a little bit involved, your head can get involved. And don't worry about looking silly. Nobody can see you, right? Just a few more moments. Try to get all the little bits of butter from the jar for 3, 2, and 1, and pause. Okay, so just getting into the ribs and spine there. And then you're going to look over your left shoulder. Pause here. Get a little stretch at the right side of the neck. You can gently drop your chin and lift it up. A little drop of the chin and lift it up. One more time. Like you're shaking your head very subtly, yes. And then slowly back to center. Look over the right shoulder. Just pause for a moment. Make sure that left shoulder is soft and relaxed. You may even feel this into the jaw a little bit. And then ever so slightly, that nod of the head, yes. Okay, and then slowly back to center. Keep your whole spine long, but just drop your chin. So we're just flexing the cervical spine. And then keep the chin tucked as you start to drop your left ear towards your left shoulder. So we're going into flexion of the neck now. Right, lateral flexion, I should say. And then tuck your chin, right ear towards the right shoulder. Try not to lift the shoulders up towards the ears. So we're just moving at the neck over to the left. Drop the chin over to the right. Moving all the joints of the cervical spine. One more time to each side. And then you can come back to center. Last little bit. So the only movable joint in your face, in your skull here, is your jaw. So you're going to take your fingertips right to the joint, right in front of your earlobes. You're going to start to do a little circular massage. Some of us tend to be jaw clenchers. I am one of them. So I do this a lot when I wake up in the morning. I massage. And I go all the way down towards the chin. And you can even take your thumbs and press underneath the bottom jaw back up towards the earlobes. Okay, you could do it one more time. So a little circular massage as you unclench your teeth. And then a little press of your thumbs underneath your chin, underneath the bottom jaw, all the way back up towards your earlobes. Then we're going to do something a little funny. We're all going to open up our mouths really wide and stick our tongues out, our tongue, right? Our communal tongue. We're going to open up the mouth. And as you do that, you're going to breathe out and in yoga, that's called the lion's breath. Let's do it 2 more times. So breath in and one more time. And all right, take a moment, you can close your eyes, do a little body check-in. Notice how you feel after moving and rolling out all of your movable joints. Maybe a little bit more vibrant, more awake. Take a breath in and out. All right. So if you're not as far forward on your seat as you can be, walk forward. Slide your toes under your knees. Hinge forward. Arms relax. Push into your feet to stand up. Right? Don't move the chair away yet. We're going to sit back down so you can reach your arms forward. As you sit all the way back down, try to land so lightly that nobody could hear you. Okay, let's do it again. Arms down. Lean forward, push into your feet to stand back up. Arms reach forward, a little counterbalance as you shift your weight back towards your heels and hips. Lightly sit down. Now, option, right? We're going to keep going. So stand up. Option to not sit all the way down. So you can go more into like a chair squat and then push into your feet to come back up. On some level, that's more challenging, and some level it's easier. So it's more challenging to stay held in the squat, but then it may feel a little bit easier to stand back up. We're going to go 3 more times. So you can choose if you want to sit all the way down, that's fine. Or do a chair squat. So you're just hovering over the chair. Next time you stand up, you're going to stand up and stay up and move your chair to the side.